Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about the role of Chinese herbs that can be used for hair loss post chemo or radiation. That's a common side effect, among other things. So one of the reasons why people lose hair from a Chinese medicine standpoint is because hair is really an extension of your blood and your essence. And oftentimes with chemo and radiation, they tend to cut down or kill the most rapidly producing cells, and people oftentimes are anemic after the treatments. It's because it kills a lot of red blood cells. So that kind of explains why the hair is lost, at least from a Chinese medicine standpoint. So what we do in our profession is we give formulas, herbs, to help build up the blood, right? The blood, in addition, also build up the qi, right? The qi, the blood, and essence. So how do we do that? We oftentimes do it with herbs. And there's two ways you can do it. You can get a formula if you want from your herbalist, and they give you a custom formula. And that's one way to do it. Another way to do it is actually you get herbs over the counter that are qi and blood tonics. Like in this case, this package over here, this is a hair tonic. So it's actually a yin and blood tonic. And then you use it to make soup, right? And then you can just, with bone broth, right? You buy nice bones, you make the soup with the herbs, and then you can drink it, and it helps build the blood. When you help build the blood, your hair will naturally come back, right? So this is very, very useful in Chinese medicine, especially for patients or people who go through rounds of chemotherapy or radiation. Oftentimes they have to wait until you go between sessions of these type of therapies because the body needs to recover, right? So in those between periods, it is so helpful for you to get herbs to help build up the body, right? Because if your body constitutionally is so weak, you're not even necessarily a good candidate to go through the next round of chemotherapy. So that's something that we oftentimes in our medicine, we help patients with that to help build up their qi in the blood. Now here, this is an over-the-counter formulation to help rebuild the blood and yin and help with what we call post-chemo, post-radiation hair loss.